Come on in, Aries. We got the seasons changing and everything, but you got to stay tuned, because if you want relationships, you can have it. If you want happiness, you're going to have it. It's going to be self-emanating. There's this boomerang effect that's catapulting you in the new energies of what's going on within the astrology, and you're the first one to receive it. So take advantage of it. Stay tuned. We're going to talk all about it. Aries, you are on deck. Aries is up. Aries, check out the video that I did about the Cazimi. Aries definitely needs to know, because Mars and what's happening, and kind of like the energy of what you fight for, the new focus on that. And you're really a big leader. Big, big, big. People are going to look to you and your actions because you know about that. It's all explained, but there's these new energies, these purifications of Mars, and coming back around in a 2-year cycle, coming in and fresh and new. A lot of people don't always know what to do with that energy, but you do. And so a lot of people are going to definitely, I want that one, look to you to see what some of the choices that you make or your suggestions. So the video that I did was about November astrology, and it's called Crucial Information. So look for it, and it'll explain, because it's going to go through a lot of stuff with the astrology with November and leading into actually the next couple of years. That's interesting. Huh. I can't wait to see what covers this. Aries, what you been up to? How did you do with the eclipses and everything? I mean, I know we still have some of that energy surrounding us, but we're finally freed of it. It was kind of hard. I got to admit, man, I thought that I was going to go through it unscathed. I wasn't. I could not resist some of the energetics, but I'm glad they're not pulling on me now. All right, honey. Be back in a sec. Okay, Aries, your reading is like a movie. And you got so much going on here. So there's all sorts of stuff. And if anybody is looking for energetics of like romance and love, and that's there if you want it, there's lots of possibilities of, if you're looking for that, you can have it. But it's also talking about how you're going to be reinvigorated and inspired to get back to work in your projects and the things that you love, and like tackle that stuff. So, you know, normally when you see stuff with the possibility of like people giving you attentions, that can normally distract a lot of people. Not you, not in this scenario. No, you're going to be reinvigorated. Oh, maybe it's like the encouragement from the intentions from people reinvigorates you into your work and your projects. That's maybe what it is. But you definitely have attentions from people surrounding you. It talks about also, you have, not only you've got the nights going on here, but there's an energetic of trips, with the chariot and everything. There's movement. There's lots of movement here, but it's kind of like a whirlwind of attention and movement and trips. And also, it's interesting because there's a little bit of the devil card here, but there's discernment in the level of the devil card, that is discernment of temptations and what you're going to spend your time on, because there's levels of feel-good stuff that you're going to realize are not going to serve you. You've got this Knight offering of Cups with this, which is feelings, but I think you're going to realize which areas are able to serve you, and not. Oh, and you're going to be very clear on that. Sorry, the kitties are just jumping around and making noise, and I don't know if the microphones are picking up on that. But they all of a sudden all woke up and just started going crazy. That's what happens sometimes. All right. So the interesting on your lower line here, which I found kind of fascinating, because in your future, oh, you've got double sun. Huh? I mean, happy, and nothing's going to get in your way. So in the next couple weeks, there's going to be a level of contentment, and also it's great because you have this. You have this double sun, but you also have the sun where you are overloaded with work, but you're good. You're like, yeah, no problem. And it doesn't even matter whether you're getting enough give and take, because something's within you is self-satisfied. And I don't know why, but it is. So it doesn't matter that you're taking a lot on a lot, and it's coming up in the future, a lot of work. You're happy. You're like, bring it on. Let's go. I got this. So that's exciting. I'm really excited about that. Because there's a level of rebirth of positive self-love, not narcissistic, positive self-love, and almost like an essence of life is being breathed back into you, and so you're good. You're good, even if you do or don't have help or support from others. It doesn't even affect you. And you're on your projects and you're going for it. You're hearing your angels really well. The next coming up weeks is fantastic, because I know that you have just in the recent past kind of a lack of inspiration. So that's changing, thank God. And the lower line talks about feeling there was a dissatisfaction, and some of you actually had a level of feeling not happy about something that surprisingly either blew up or did not work out the way you thought it might, and even gave you just reminiscent angers of feeling pissy. I don't know how else to put it. You ever felt like just kind of like angry, and you can't say truly why. I mean, you could give yourself reasons, but deep down inside, no, I don't really have a good reason. I mean, the outside world hasn't necessarily truly given me a good reason, although some of you are letting it's interesting because some of you are letting your attitude and being pissed off about something that didn't work out, and it's like you're going to transmute it, though. Let me make it very clear, because sometimes we go really, really low. So we're like, I don't even care because I got this. So it's like whatever takes you down is going to like catapult you up way beyond it, so that like nothing can get you down. And so I'm utterly fascinated by this movie right now, because in your recent past, you refused to be looked at as a victim, even though you might have gone through some hard things where there was a lack of love, and you're just not going to let it bring you down, Aries, and that's great. I commend you for that. I don't know exactly how you're doing it, because there is even the aspect of someone didn't within who you consider family didn't show up the way you needed them to show up. And that's disappointing. But gosh, you just have this resilience. Oh, you know what it probably is too? There is the Mars Cazimi. There's the video to look at that I did on it. And Aries and Mars, I mean, if anybody can utilize that energy, Aries can, and understand it and really launch themselves. Oh, you probably are, because it's at the very beginning. So it looks like you're going to launch yourself no matter what has happened, and reinvigorated, and it's going to just pull you up and shine and give you all this energy. That is so exciting. Oh my goodness. And if you want love energies, you can have it. That's probably because you're going to be shining so bright that people are going to be like, hey, you know, that's usually the way it works. If you want it, you can have it. It's there. But you're going to be able to decipher the things that don't really serve you. And you're going to be very, very much on your projects. You've got good intentions. You got good intentions for the long term. You got your heart into it, which is great. Coming into the future, there is a level of a partnership. It might be romantic or not, but it's a partnership that means a lot to you that's going to be kind of up in the air. So there's not a lot we can say on that right now, but not so much important. There's this newness to you because you are definitely having this star where you're being reawakened, and it's almost like shedding your old, not necessarily identity, but your old self, and just saying, you know, I'm going to take my world and I'm going to turn it right side up, and I'm going to make myself whole in the new energy that I want to be. And it doesn't even matter things that worked out or didn't work out. So, I mean, gosh, I really wish that the rest of the signs had it, but I think I understand. I think I understand with the new energies and how well they work for Aries, and you're going to be able to use it to catapult you. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Good news. That's really good news. So just give me a moment and I'll be right back to do the wrap up. Just a quick reminder to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. This will give you a feel for which energetic you're possibly experiencing right now. And if you would like a detailed personal reading, you can book a reading at ctgtarot.com. And thank you for subscribing and clicking the like button. The kitties and I are very grateful. So here's what's interesting. It's saying in the wrap-up, if you're looking for love, you can have it. It'll be there for you. You're going to have happiness because it's going to be self within you. It's going to be emanating from you. You're not going to be needing it from others. You're going to have this new inspired energy to take on your projects and just go for it. Any level of pissiness or things that let you down in the past, you're just going to go beyond it. There's this new you, this new self that's exploding onto the scene, and I'm really excited. You're not going to be the victim. There's a little bit up in the air on some sort of partnership, but that's okay. It doesn't matter because you're going to push forward with everything. I mean, this is just really excited. You might be doing some traveling, and be aware that there might be some delays in the travel. So take extra steps to be careful in your travels, and take extra time, like if you're on a plane or whatever, to do that. Also, there's areas of things that were, it said self-satisfaction, pleasuring that doesn't serve your purpose. It's almost like these levels of temptations where you're going to be like, no, that's okay. She showed me like a big sundae. And you're like, no, I don't need to eat that. That's okay. Yeah, I love that. No, I don't need it. It's okay. I don't know where all this is coming from, but you've got this new invigorating energy I think you're going to be boomeranged from the Mars and Sun in the beginning of it again. I mean, you are Aries. You are the beginning. And you are the first in track and field. Like, you're out of the stirrups faster than, stirrups. That's horses and everything. What is it, track and field, when you're in the, oh shoot, I can't remember what they're called, but the gun goes off and you are the first off. You are the fastest at the beginning. You have the most energy, and you are right there. And you're coming into a high energy of where energy is self-illuminated. So this is good. Take advantage of it. It's coming up. So take advantage of it and utilize it. Okay? Really good stuff. I'm looking forward for you and all this energy, because I know I'm going to receive some of it myself. Thanks again, Aries. Talk to you soon. Mush, mush.